Well, the countdown is on. Tomorrow will mark 100 days until the 2020 Republican National Convention ahead of the election. The RNC moving full steam ahead with plans to hold the convention in Charlotte despite the coronavirus pandemic. Officials bringing on a veteran public health expert who they say will oversee plans to ensure the safety of thousands of attendees. Joining us right now is the president and CEO of the 2020 Republican National Convention, Marcia Lee Kelly. Marcia, thanks very much for being here. The convention is expected to bring in 50,000 people to Charlotte. How can you ensure those people's safety?
Well, I think what we're doing right now is we took one of the first steps with the hiring of Dr. Runge. And while this is very unprecedented where we have the pandemic, we are going to make sure that we follow all the CDC guidelines, work with federal, state, and local authorities to make sure that, the safety of all of our convention attendees, the media, and also, all the people who are attending are going to be safe.
Well, the Democratic National Convention is allowing virtual voting. Officials are discussing the possibility of a total virtual convention. Is there any of that conversation going on that the RNC could go virtual as well?
Our plans right now is to go full steam ahead. We are going to have a nomination where the president it takes place on Thursday, where he accepts the nomination for the Republican Party.
I see. Maddie?
Marcia, 100 days is a long time. As we've seen in quarantine, these days tend to go by quite slowly. So a lot could change between now and when the convention is actually held. There's a lot of chatter about whether or not the coronavirus crisis benefits the president or not because of the economic downturn. I think this is going to be a great opportunity for leadership to demonstrate the difference between what Democrats are proposing and what the president is proposing. So as you head into Charlotte, how are you preparing to really highlight the president's economic message, particularly as you bring so many people into Charlotte, North Carolina?
I think what you're going to see is very exciting themes that make, that really highlight the American economy. And really, I want to talk a little bit about Charlotte. The Republican National Convention is going to be a very big upturn for many of the Charlotte economic companies out here in the businesses. And so why that it's important is because it's going to be very symbolic of our economy, of our nation recovering. And I think no one's done a better job than President Donald J. Trump. And I certainly feel very confident that with his reelection, that the country will be better off than it was before.
Marcia, thank you so much. We'll be watching these next 100 days to see what changes. Marcia Lee Kelly, as you prepare for the RNC convention.